In the words of Louis Prima, banana split for my baby and a glass of plain water for me. I used to love that song. Louis Prima, the first time I ever met him, heard of him, was from a guy named Sal Carabella, one of my dad's buddies. And it was when Dempsey's was in Shillington there. What is it now? The Sheets. Dude, it's the Sheets now. It used to be Dempsey's. And he had that. And Louis Prima's song, like that, everybody would know, was Just a Gigolo, because David Lee Roth did it. He was like, just a gigolo everywhere I go. But he had that swing. So it was like Louis Prima, the Sam Batera band, I believe, and Keely Smith, that was his wife, and they did the skits together. It was really great. And my dad would always say, Charlie, you don't understand, you got to be organized with this. Like, because after Louis Prima died in Las Vegas, his band, they still played, and they would have the same original set, like, every night, you know what I mean? So that was cool, like, Louis Prima. And then he was in, he sang that song, I think it was in Anger Management, Oh Marie, Oh Marie, Oh Marie. You remember that song? Buonasera, signorina, buonasera. I got that song. Yeah, he had a lot of good songs. Louis Prima. He was a Sicilian dude. So anyway, somebody reached out to me, a friend of mine today, say, hey, you haven't posted for a while. Is everything good, And I really appreciated that. The people that you surround yourself with really means everything, you know what I mean? It's really got to do with the energy, you know what I mean? Like, energy that's like, encouraging, that's really what it is. So thank you for that. You know who you are. I really appreciate that. And I made a video today. I wasn't going to make one, but I did. So with that said, what I really, I can visually see it now. Visually see it. Like, we know, but I visually see it, and I have conversations with myself. There's light and there's dark, period. You know what I mean? And when the dark's there, it doesn't have to be beer, it doesn't have to be addiction, anything like that. Thought process, energy, period. Like, there's darkness and there's light. Every day, like, remember, like, the devil and God in your show, like the yin, like everything, it's always a play. It's just energy just flowing everywhere. And we're like, we melt into what we're going to be that day or whatever, or just how we want to live, because we get to choose. Happiness is a choice, So yeah. So the light and the dark, when you're in the light and you're just showing up and you're taking care of yourself and you're doing that stuff, but you're thinking positive, nothing's a chore. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Nothing is a chore, because you're always just one step ahead. When you're in the dark, everything's a chore. Negative energy, negative feeling. Yeah, you put on a smile when you go out there, but genuinely, like, it's like you're just covered in maggots, you know what I mean? I really recognize that coming out of a week. I didn't have a terrible, terrible, terrible week, but it was a week that I haven't experienced mentally and things like that for a while. And the rebound of that, because we all go through it, like, that's it. Recognizing the light and recognizing the dark, When you walk into somewhere, an establishment, a business or whatever, like, you got some customers, they'll always find something negative, and they won't tell the customer. They'll just, like, trickle it out or whatever, you know what I mean? Just with their energy. Instead of, like, yeah, like, this is the best. We got the best boss. This is the best place. Like, really, that's just a stupid example, but just showing up and being that, you know what I mean? And finding something positive in the thing. Like, dude, you took off the training wheels on your bike and you went 3 feet and fell. That's awesome, dude. You fell only 2. Last time you fell at 2 feet. Awesome. That's the light that I'm talking about. You know what I mean? That's why I think I'm a good trainer, because I try to train the way that I want to be trained. You know what I'm saying? So without going on a tangent, there's light and there's dark in every moment of every day, and it all lives within here, and it is our job daily to find and make a decision, a conscious decision. I'm staying in the light. I'm keeping it moving. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So, thank you again for that message. Have a great day.